Mission of the World Arts Forum to enhance the role of the arts in effective cross-cultural cooperation and to encourage a spirit of understanding in a world of cultural diversity.
Sylvia Sweeney, a television producer, Olympian, classically trained pianist, and niece of world-renowned jazz pianist Oscar Peterson, was inspired by their objectives. These objectives are evident in her television productions. For the past 15 years, cross-cultural understanding has been the ongoing theme in her acclaimed television productions. She has proven that artists and entertainers can in fact have an impact on removing cultural barriers that exist between nations. In recent years, a group of Olympic and Paralympic supporters have joined her.
Madame Sylvia Sweeney.
Their vision has grown into a movement. That movement is called IPAFA, International Performing Arts for All. Together they are combining television broadcasts and the Games to provide the world's largest sustainable international platform for arts and entertainment. This platform is targeted directly at Olympic and Paralympic Games audiences, that astounding 4 billion reach market.
Now the world is here watching you.
Welcome to Dialogue.
Thank you for having us.
Well, you are doing this wonderful performance called the Marriage for Excellence here in Beijing for the Paralympic Games. How it has been going so far?
Well, it's been going very well in that we were welcomed by our Chinese partners very readily when they saw what we were trying to do. And it brought to light the need to bring to the forefront people living with disabilities and to demonstrate their excellence, which we rarely see on television.
And you are bringing in all of these big names into the performances as well, ranging from Celine Dion, doing her great things down the air.
It is my belief that when we take the time to value the excellence in each other and to believe in each other, we enrich our own lives.
To many other of the jazz musicians from around the world,
Samsung's Marriage of Excellence has been for me a reminder that arts transcends everything else. We could have all these scientific and economic summits in the world, but if we do not understand each other's culture, we will never truly understand each other.
This is what we love to do. We love to be a part of something that someone else is passionate about. And once Lynn had talked to Sylvia and found out how passionate she was about what she's doing, we knew that this was the right marriage, even for us to be able to come together as foundations to be able to help each other.
I'm sitting here in this chair, don't know where my life's gonna take me. I'm afraid to even about my dreams.
Kevin, who was born without legs. When I met him, I saw him on the documentary, but actually meeting him face to face was so moving.
When I had my camera out, it was clear that, of course, no one was looking at me because I was a photographer. When someone focuses on the spectacle rather than, maybe me or someone else as a human being, or the art that we're all doing, when that gets sidelined in favor of, oh, he's blind, or he's in a wheelchair, or he has no legs.
He gets the same stare, doesn't matter what culture he's in. So we brought him to Toronto, and to South Africa, and to China to meet 3 of the artists who are performing in the Samsung Marriage of Excellence. One was Justin Hines, coach from South Africa, and Matlawe, who was a beautiful ballet dancer here in China. And he interviewed them, and he started really evolving as a human being because he was confrontational, and then he changed when he hit South Africa, and he was chased by a crowd of people down the street with cameras chasing him on a skateboard. And he finally turned around and stopped them, and he said, "Get down to my level and be respectful, and take pictures of me from my level." And then he spoke to them, and a man came up to him on his knees, and he said, "When I saw you," he said, I had no reason to live before today because my son was killed 3 weeks ago. But when I saw you," he said, "I realized that you could go on, I could too."
That's what this is all about. The marriage of the people who are able-bodied to people who are differently abled. Because although I can see, I can walk, I have legs, I can't play the piano like Tony does.
He's been playing not only his familiar tunes, but also some of the Chinese ones when he heard from the audience.
Yes, he just hears a song once, he can play it perfectly and sing it perfectly.
I can't sing like Justin does.
No, darling, I can't take your thirst away, but I can show you to the sea. And while you're walking on your path unknown,
well, it's amazing.
You achieve certain things in sports, and that you achieve certain things in the arts. So that for me, I mean, is a no-brainer. I think that is. I don't understand why that hasn't happened before, but I think that's a no-brainer. The other thing that's even more a no-brainer, as far as I'm concerned, is to put in people of excellence in positions of showing what they can do, regardless of whether they're disabled or they're not disabled. You know, disabilities are not just visual. You know, we have many disabilities that people cannot see. And but you know when you hear somebody play a violin or sing or anything, they're not going to say, well, they sing very well, but I wonder what's wrong with them.
Throughout this summer, we've been story after story, there are countless stories, but I encourage your viewers to watch and to feel and to actually support, which is more important for the future.
I've known Sylvia for quite a while when I lived in Montreal, and I know that once she takes on a task, she's dedicated, and she's going to give it her all, and she's going to dot every I and cross every T. And I think that she is meeting all the challenges, and just like one culture coming into another culture, there are going to be a ton of challenges, and she does what she does with such grace under pressure.